Is this the end of Chase Elliott's championship chances? With a suspension already under his belt and teammate driver Corey LaJoie due to take the wheel, Elliott's playoff aspirations are at risk. Can he get another NASCAR waiver to keep his goals alive? Stay tuned to find out the dramatic story behind Elliott's ban and what it means for his chances of making the playoffs. And what a tough fight he'll face at Sonoma Raceway. As today's video is the critical update on Elliott's racing future, it's a make-or-break situation for the NASCAR driver. But before that, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more whereabouts on NASCAR. Chase Elliott's suspension has sent shockwaves through the racing world, and fans and experts alike are wondering how it will affect Sunday's exciting race at the Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. Elliott's absence casts a shadow of uncertainty over the event, and NASCAR chief executives are holding their breath as they prepare for what could be a drop in ratings. Elliott was put on suspension because of an incident that happened during the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Elliott collided with Denny Hamlin's number 11 Toyota during a high-stakes moment, which led to a move that many people saw as an act of revenge. The governing body's choices came out on Tuesday this week after a close look at the accident between the Dawsonville, Georgia native and the Joe Gibbs Racing driver Denny Hamlin at Charlotte Motor Speedway. NASCAR wanted to keep things fair, so they gave him the same penalty they gave Bubba Wallace when he did something similar last year, even though most people agree that the driver should have been suspended. Elliott's loss from the race will be felt in a big way, that's for sure. We saw what happened when the five-time reigning most popular driver got hurt while skiing and missed 6 races. During that time, ratings went down, and when he won at Talladega Superspeedway, they went through the roof. This time, though, the consequences could be even worse. Elliott's most loyal fans have already made it clear that they want to make a statement about the ban by not going to the event. Hendrick Motorsports has made an official comment about NASCAR's decision to suspend their driver, Chase Elliott, after he hit Denny Hamlin during the Coca-Cola 600. Surprisingly, the team has chosen not to appeal the decision, and instead to accept the suspension from the racing organization. In the statement, Hendrick Motorsports said that they understood NASCAR's need for consistent officiating. They said, "The penalty will not be appealed, and we will submit a formal request for a playoff waiver. The team wants to show that they respect the way the ruling body makes decisions by taking the penalty without arguing." Hendrick Motorsports also said that Corey LaJoie, son of two-time NASCAR Busch Series champion Randy LaJoie, will replace Elliott at the next race at Worldwide Technology Raceway. The team thanked LaJoie for being ready to fill in and thanked the Spire Motorsports team for making him available. But LaJoie is the full-time driver of the number 7 Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. Because of this choice, Spire Motorsports also needed a replacement driver for the race. They asked Carson Hocevar, a driver for Nice Motorsports in the NASCAR Truck Series, for help. Hocevar won the Truck Series race at Texas Motor Speedway earlier this year and is currently in 8th place in the points after 11 races. He has also raced for Spire Motorsports in the last 2 Xfinity Series races. At Darlington Raceway, he came in 6th, and at Charlotte Motor Speedway, he came in 8th. Before these 2 races, it was his first time in the Xfinity Series. Because of these 2 recent starts, he was the right choice to fill in for LaJoie at Spire Motorsports this weekend. He'll now make his Cup Series debut in Sunday's race. LaJoie, who is 20th in the standings, could make the playoffs with a win on Sunday, even though he won't be driving his regular car. Elliott has already missed 6 races this season because of a leg injury. This will be the 7th race he has missed this year. Elliott is currently 29th in points, but he will need to ask for a waiver to stay in the playoffs. This will add another layer of difficulty for his season. Elliott was suspended after a crash that happened on the front stretch. He hit the wall as he came out of turn 4 with Hamlin next to him, which caused the crash. It looked like Elliott didn't like being pushed up against the wall by Hamlin, so he aimed to hook his car. After being checked out at the infield care center, Hamlin told his side of the story, stressing that Elliott did what he did on purpose. Hamlin said, "I got right rear hooked in the middle of a straightaway. Yes, he's throwing a fit, and he shouldn't race next week. Right back hooks are not allowed at all. I don't care because Bubba Wallace did the same thing to Kyle Larson. The same thing. He has no reason to race." NASCAR officials came to the same decision as Hamlin on Tuesday, saying that Elliott caused the accident on lap 186 on purpose, even though Elliott denied this when he talked to Fox Sports right after the accident. Elliott said, "The 11 ran us into the fence there, and once you turn the right sides off these things, it's kind of over. I don't like it. I thought our Napa Chevy was getting better. No, as I said, once you hit the wall in one of these cars, you can't drive it anymore. So sadly not. No, just an unfortunate circumstance." But what if Corey LaJoie wins a NASCAR race with the number 9 Chevy? Will Chase Elliott qualify for the playoffs? What do you think? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click that bell button for more updates. The Hendrick Motorsports driver, who has already missed out on a sizable portion of the first races of the 2023 season, will now watch yet another race from the pit lane as a result of his latest setback. If LaJoie is successful in his lone attempt to drive Elliott's car, it will make qualifying for the playoffs more difficult for Elliott, while the number 9 car will move on to the owner's playoffs on its own. As things stand right now, with the way the points table is set up after Charlotte, both Elliott and LaJoie need to win a race or accrue playoff points in order to move forward in the fight for a chance to win the 2023 championship. Bob Pockrass, a well-known journalist who covers NASCAR, provided the easiest response to the question of whether or not this circumstance will be advantageous for Chase Elliott by tweeting the following. For those who are wondering, if LaJoie wins in the number 9 car, he makes it into the Drivers' Championship playoffs. Chase would have to earn his way in with a win or by points, and the HMS number 9 car would be in the owner's playoffs. The bonus money at the end of the season is entirely determined by the owner's finish, not the driver. Brad Keselowski, an owner-operator in the NASCAR Cup Series, recently elaborated on Fox Sports' Race Hub show why he felt the decision made by the governing body was clear as to why it was done. Keselowski is also a co-owner of RFK Racing and a driver for the team. He said, "I believe the decision was based on the data that was provided. The evidence isn't quite black and white, but it is objective for the first time in a very long time, and NASCAR has it in their possession. They notice the driver of automobile number 9 turns the wheel a significant amount to the left." At the Sonoma Raceway for the Toyota Save Mart 350, Chase Elliott is going to get back to doing things the way he usually does them. As the second half of the regular season begins, playoff slots are starting to fill up. Ryan Blaney won the Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte today, ending his 59-race winless run. Blaney moved into 4th place with the win, since he has the most points this season among the drivers with 1 victory. With 3 racing wins, William Byron maintains his lead. He finished 2nd in the race today, gaining plenty of stage points along the road to benefit him even more once the playoffs begin. Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson are still 2nd and 3rd respectively thanks to their 2 race wins. This season, 10 drivers have won races. Among those who have yet to win this year, Ross Chastain and Kevin Harvick hold a significant lead over the rest of the contenders. Brad Keselowski is 44 points behind Harvick, with teammate Chris Buescher close behind. Bubba Wallace is currently in 15th place after finishing in the top 5 for the 3rd time in a row at Charlotte. Alex Bowman maintains his 16th and final playoff berth after returning to the cockpit today after missing the previous 6 weeks due to an injury. The drivers' and NASCAR officials' different points of view and intense arguments only add to the mystery and drama of this controversial event. As people in the racing world eagerly wait for the results and fallout, tensions continue to rise, making people even more excited for the next step in this exciting story. So, that's all we've got for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Tell us what you think of the video in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you in the upcoming video.